G'day everyone, Grantor here again. Another 1v1 quick battle. This time I'm trying out the vampire counts for the first time against the Warriors of Chaos, so give them a good test straight out. So this army's pretty good. I'm happy with the composition of it. I've got the two Graveguard here. Then I've got the Graveguard with great weapons in the middle. Very tanky units. And a couple more Graveguard out in his flank. And then on both my flanks I've got the Hex Race. Very expensive but good cav. And I've got some Fellbats, backing them up on each flank. So Fellbats, Hex Race on both flank. Fellbat in the middle. Then I've got a wizard here, Necromancer General. So not too bad General. He's a bit weak, so I've got to be careful of him. And then what I'm up against is the Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Chaos Marauders with great weapons. Some more Marauders in the middle there. Chaos Warriors, Marauders, Chaos Marauders, and Chaos Warriors with an upgrade there. I've got Kolek Sun Eater here, Dragon Ogre Shagoth. So he's a very powerful unit. Chaos Knights with an upgrade. Chaos Warhounds, the poison ones. And he's got the same one here. He's got the Chaos Knights with 3 upgrades there, with Lancers and some Poison Warhounds there. So my ideal plan is to try and get these Fellbats in to disrupt the charge, and then get my Hex Race in there. But the Fellbats don't make it in time, so the Hex Race are going to have to take the charge straight on and get the Fellbats in the rear. And we'll see how that goes. And same for this side, except this side I'm going to pull him out with my Fellbats and my Hex Race, and use this Graveguard to come over the flank and give him a hand as well. Got another Fellbat here for a couple of upgrades. He's going to be handy. So now pull this Graveguard over to the flank, and I'm going to rip him out of formation there and make him follow me out here. Then get these other Fellbats in to disrupt their Chaos Knights with Lancers. Try and get rid of this as quick as possible, the Chaos Warhounds there. So over here it's not going too bad for me. The Hex Race are getting a bit smashed, but the Chaos Knights also getting a big crack there. The Warhounds give up the fight. And then I'm going to kite back with the rest of my army and wait until I get these flanks stitched up so I can come and help. So these Fellbats come into the Chaos Knights and do a good job at halting them. And then I've got these Hex Rays free now, so they can come in for a good charge, undisrupted charge there. So that's going to be devastating for the Chaos Knights. And as you can see, they start dying quite quickly there. And the Graveguard will come in to back them up to make sure the job has been done. So I've got this other Graveguard over here as well, coming in to relieve the Fellbats and the Hex Race over here against the Chaos Knights with Lancers. I predicted that I was going to lose that, so I got the Graveguard just to get rid of them off the field. So once I get rid of these Chaos Knights, that'll give me the cav advantage by 1, the Hex Race, because they'll be finished up over here soon. So yeah, once the Graveguard got in here and helped out my Hex Knights, Hex Race, yeah, the Chaos Lancers ran off the field. Chaos Knights for Lancers, they're gone. So yep, that's a good win for me on the left flank and gives me a bit of an advantage there in the cav fight. So now I'm just going to pull back on my army and wait until I can get this contingent on my left flank over to help. Just pulling all his army over to help out the fight here. So I don't mind losing one Graveguard as long as I can get these Chaos Knights off the field. So he does a good spell there. That rips the dudes apart. But his mobility's nearly all gone. Fellbats come over here to disrupt the Kolak Sun Eater there for a bit. And here comes my Hex Race and Graveguard over to help me out a bit. So this Necromancer here is a cool looking unit. I like the unit model for him. The shield looks cool. The cape looks awesome. His sword looks great. And the steed he's on, he's pretty cool looking as well. Also like his spells, he does some great spells. He's got the Raise the Dead spell, which I'm going to use to my advantage and try and get a few more troops on the field. A couple of meat shield zombies. So here comes the Hex Race, back from the engagement on the left there.
Night comes.
Oh, his head's derping out through his cape there. clipping through his cape, through his armour.
With haste. For Sylvania.
So now I'm going to use the Raise the Dead spell and raise some zombies. Then I'm going to try for our Vortex spell over there. And does an okay job, knocks a few of them down. But this is exactly what I want, a few zombies clambering around the field for a meat shield. So yeah, it's a very handy spell, that one. Because the meat shields are going to be good against that big dragon ogre there. He's a big bastard and he does a lot of damage, so if I can meat shield with me zombies and stop him for a bit, that'd be good.
Return to undead.
So here comes another lot of zombies on the fields, so that's pretty cool. Like the animation there, looks pretty wild. There's me Graveguard with great weapons, cool looking models. Just my normal Graveguard there as well. So here comes the other Graveguard from the left flank, coming into the line. And this is where I'll get my attack underway. Sorting out my troops into a line. Got the meat shields out the front. Got the Hex Race on the flank. And once this Graveguard joins the line, it'll be time to attack. I'm fairly confident because my troops are superior to his cast marauders and shit like that, so going to try and split him up by dragging my troops out, stretching my line out, and he falls for the bait, starts bringing his troops out to match mine. So over here, quite confident that I'll be able to get rid of this quick with these three units out here. Graveguard with great weapons, and Colex Sun Eaters coming in now. Bring in the Graveguard with great weapons to do a bit of damage on him if I can. So I've locked these troops up here. Now I'm going to get these Hex Race into the action and look for a good rear charge if I can. Try and keep my Necromancer out of the fight. Keep him fresh and not damaged, because if he dies, the army will start crumbling. So Hex Race come in here for a good rear charge, well timed rear charge. You're going to do some good damage there. Already up to 60 kills. You can see how quick they're killing from a well timed rear charge. The old zombies getting amongst it. So he starts chasing my general here. So I hit a spell that makes him a bit quicker. Plus 24% speed. So that'll get me away from the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth there. So he gives up the fight, turns around and sees all his army routing. So these Hex Wraiths have instilled terror into everything. So everything routs pretty early there, as you can see. Fully off the field. And then he starts routing as well. And he routed, so that's game over. So that's my vampire army. I find it quite effective there. That was very surprising. But yeah, I had an idea that these Graveguard with great weapons were a good troop, so these were just going to be my flanking force, and whatever damage they could do was bonus, but they did do very good amount of damage there. But these Graveguard with great weapons got a lot of kills. Hexwraith there, 106 kills, doing a real good job. Even this 136 who was taking on the Chaos Knights with 3 upgrades there. Done a good job too. The Fellbats done their part, disrupting, so that was pretty good. And for him, Chaos Marauder's not doing good at all. Nothing really doing good in his infantry there. And give up the fight quite quick because it didn't have no support. And once these Hexwraiths got him in the rear, that was the end of them. So even his Chaos Knights with Lancers not doing a good job on that left flank. On the right flank doing a bit better job, but still for the price you want him to get more kills than that. Colleague Sun Eater, not going too bad there, 32 kills. Yes, so that's my first vampire game, and I'm quite impressed with him. The Necromancer was good, although weak. You got to look after him. So yes, good game, Ultimate Furfeg. Thank you very much for the match, and thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll talk to you soon.